Hello bakers and welcome to Upside Down. Today we're going to be checking how to do glass inside Path Tracer. If you missed the video about Path Tracer for Unreal Engine 4, I'm going to put a link down in the description below, so go check it out. If you like my videos, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button so that you don't miss some of the upcoming content. Now let's roll the intro. So today we are going to have a look into making glass. I already have set up a small scene and it's using already path tracing. And I have the statue on top of the marble counter. So I'm going to just put a glass material. I already set up a material instance and as well a master material for the glass. And I'm going to show you first the master material and how simple it is. So if I double click, you can see that here for the master material, we just have a color, which is going in our base color. Then we have a roughness power parameter, we have an opacity, and we have an IR parameter as well. So this is everything that you pretty much need to get a very nice result with your glass using Path Tracer. Remember that path tracing is available for Unreal Engine 4.27 and above. Now let's apply the material instance. It's using exactly the same stuff, just I promoted it to a material instance so that it's a little bit easier to tweak some of the settings. So what I'm going to do as a start is just drag and drop the material instance on our statue. This is a very basic setup for the material instance, so it's just a clean glass. You can see that we have a pretty good result already, but I'm just going to duplicate this and put on the side a second version of our statue. And as well, I'm going to make a second version of our glass. I'm going to drag and drop the second material instance on the other statue. And here we are going to change a little bit the IR. So what we're gonna do is, let's say we're gonna do 1.3 and the opacity, I will make it 0.35 and the roughness, we will change it into 0.7. So this way we are not going to have that much of a roughness, and let's put it on 4. So we need to move a little bit some of the assets or something like that in the scene so that we refresh the Path Tracer. And as you can see, maybe the roughness, we need to add a little bit more. Yeah, like that is better. Now we get a little bit of a different result with our glass. One quick side note from today's video is that the assets that you see in this scene are available and you can check where you can get them from the description down below. Now let's get back to what we were doing with our glass. So the first one that we did is a clean glass, and I moved onto this darker background so that everything is a little bit more obvious and visible, because for the brighter one, since our things are translucent, they were not very well visible. So to see the difference better, we have the background. So I'm going to duplicate this asset and we're going to apply this different material that I created. It's again a material instance, exactly from the same material. The only difference between the first one and the second one, you can see that the second one looks like frosted glass, is that we have the roughness increased. So just by increasing the roughness, we can already have this effect of having frosted glass. For example, if we want to have it a little bit more subtle, I can just lower it down and you can see that we get very good result with very little tweaks. Now the third material which I wanted to talk about is not really a glass material, is more of a plasticky one, but again it's something which is very similar to a glass. So for example, if you're making a scene, not always you might get exactly windows. So let's say you might have some transparent bags or something else if you're doing visualizations or renders. So I'm just going to move those two a little bit on the side, clone one more time, and here this is the last material. So you can see that compared to the other two, this one has a lot more plasticky feel. And the only difference I'm going to show you now is a different master material. Actually, it's not the same one as the other two glasses. There are a few different things that are being enabled there. So let me open that master material and I'll show you what. So as you can see, we have pretty much the same setup that we had before, but we have one more color node and then thin translucent material. This is a node which can be just added from here. We just type thin translucent material output, and it's something that we are going to have such a look into our asset. There is one more option, of course, that we need to change, and this is from the settings over here into the shading mode. Instead of having the translucent one, we just need to make it thin translucent. This will make this node active, and we are going to have this a little bit more plasticky feel. Then if we change the color of it, we can change, of course, how exactly everything looks. So for example, let's say we want to have something which is more of a bluish plastic. We can just do that, and boom, we got it. Thank you for joining me in today's tutorial. I hope that everything was helpful and useful for you. Subscribe to the channel and see you next time.